like to welcome you to the August 26th, 2025 meeting of the City Planning Commission. Before we begin, I'll outline the procedure that will follow for our public hearing. As each agenda item is called, the applicant or their representative for the request will be allowed to speak. Then people against the request will be allowed to speak. If there is opposition to the request, the applicant will be allowed to make a short rebuttal. All people wishing to speak need to come to the microphone at the front of the room and state your name and address for the record. All statements made should be relevant to the agenda item and limited to 3 minutes. There are several people in favor or opposed to the request. We encourage you to allow a spokesperson for the group. While public discourse is very important to the commission, we have to maintain order in the meeting so that all people may be heard and city business may be conducted. If so directed by me, the Sergeant at Arms shall remove from this meeting anybody that becomes unruly or prevents us from conducting an orderly meeting. The commission members have reviewed each of these items in a previous work session that was open to the public. The recommendations we make tonight will be based on the work sessions as well as any additional information presented. After completing the hearing on each item, the commission will consider action on the item. An action taken tonight on all items excluding plats will be in the form of a recommendation to City Council. City Council will also conduct public hearings on agenda items excluding plats on Tuesday, September 16th, 2025 in the Bosque Theater of the Waco Convention Center at 100 Washington Avenue. First item on our agenda is the approval of minutes of our July 22nd, 2025 work session business meetings and the July 29th, 2025 special call meeting. Are there any changes or additions? See none, those will stand approved as written. First item on our agenda tonight is a zoning application Z-25-29. What is city staff's recommendation?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, this is a request to rezone from O2 Office Residence District and C3 General Commercial to a planned unit development for proposed multifamily housing development comprising approximately 2.1477 acres of land situated on property described as Lot 1, Block 1 of the 7th and James Edition, known as 602 James Avenue. Property is located in Council District 2 within the Baylor Neighborhood Association. Staff sent out 17 notices, 0 returns. I'm sorry, I take that back. We have one that returned at the last meeting in support of the application. This item was continued from July 22nd. Just a summary of the structure is 7 stories, approximately 85 feet in height, approximately 265 units, 621 beds, 81% lot coverage, and parking can be approximately 75% of the bed count. Planning Service recommends approval of this request to change the zoning from C3 and O2 to PUD based on the following findings and subject to the following conditions. Finding 1, the proposed PUD is consistent with the land use component of the comprehensive plan. Number 2, the proposed PUD is in keeping with the purpose and intent of the PUD ordinance by providing a high level of urban amenities and design standards while allowing flexibility in the use and development of the land. Planning Services recommends approval of this request to change the zoning from C3 and O2 to PUD based on the following findings and subject to the following conditions. The conditions, the final PUD plan must meet all development standards consistent with the site requirements of the Plan Review Committee, including but not limited to the following: site grading and drainage, vehicle and bicycle parking, bicycle and pedestrian access and circulation, landscaping and streetscape, refuse location and access, and fire protection location and access. Number 2, the property must be platted, meeting all requirements of the City of Waco subdivision ordinance. 3, age restrictions on tenants of the complex will not be part of the PUD regulations if approved. Number 4, a water and wastewater capacity study for the project shall be required to be submitted with the final PUD application. 5, a traffic study shall be submitted with the final PUD application in accordance with the scope attached herein. 6, with the final PUD application, provide a plan demonstrating how the confined area between the new building and the remaining property will be maintained and properly secured. 7, a 10-foot pedestrian way must be provided along all street frontages. The pedestrian way shall include a minimum 8-foot sidewalk, street trees, lighting, and bicycle racks. A portion of the pedestrian way that remains unpaved must reside between the sidewalk and the street as landscaping or grass. Building lighting may be used to meet this requirement. Bicycle racks may be outside the pedestrian way if easily accessible. Number 8, with the final PUD application, provide a temporary street closure plan for review and consideration to assist in alleviating negative impacts of adjacent street closures during construction and maintenance. And 9 is any structural protrusions extending past the property line into the right of way will require an encroachment agreement prior to final PUD approval.
Thank you. Is the applicant or their representative here to speak on behalf of this item?
Good evening, everyone. Mr. Chairman, Commission, thank you guys. Sam Newman with Parallel Company, 506 West 7th Street, Austin, Texas, 78701. Our team is here tonight to answer any questions, offer any clarifications on the application. We appreciate you guys, the consideration and the collaboration with the staff. Thank you, guys.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak on behalf of this item? Anyone here to speak in opposition to this item? Hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move to recommend approval with conditions based on staff findings.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Avery, a second by Ms. Gibbons. Please pull the commission.
Allen,
Yay.
Ellis,
Yes.
Kimber,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Lozano,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Holt,
Yes. Okay, next item is Z 25 36. What is city staff's recommendation?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, agenda item 2, case Z 2536, is a request for renewal of a special permit for a house museum in an R1B single-family residence district on property described as Lot 2, Block A, Cotton Lane Castle Edition, known as 3300 Austin Avenue. Property size is 0.815 acres, located within the Austin Avenue Neighborhood Association, Council District 3. 22 notices were mailed. One was returned by the neighborhood association in support of the request. Planning Services recommends approval of the special permit subject to the special provisions and conditions and based on the following findings. 1, that the proposed use is consistent with the comprehensive plan. 2, that the proposed use is compatible with the appropriate and orderly development of the area in which it is located. 3, that the proposed use would not be more objectionable to neighboring properties because of traffic congestion, noise, fumes, vibration, or any other characteristics than any use permitted in the zoning district without the grant of a special exception. Number 4, that available community facilities and services, including the road system providing access to the proposed use, are adequate for the proposed use. These findings are required for the granting of a special permit as per section 28-122 of the City of Waco zoning ordinance. Staff recommends the provisions and conditions noted under the special provisions and conditions house museum section of the report, which includes but not limited to the operation of the facility shall be conducted in such a manner that it does not create parking problems or traffic congestion for the adjoining neighbors or the immediate neighborhood. Parking shall be limited to the off-street parking lot on the Franklin side of the house. No on-street parking shall be allowed for house museum tour guests along Austin Avenue or North 33rd Street. Hours of operation shall be limited from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Monday, and from the hours of 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This permit shall be for a period of 2 years and will expire on September 16th, 2027. Visitors shall not be allowed within 10 feet of the neighboring property.
Thank you. Is the applicant or their representative here to speak on behalf of this item?
Thank you. Justin Rosalino, speaking on behalf of Magnolia. We would very much like to extend the period of that permit for another 2 years. We've spoken with the neighborhood association. It's been great to work with, friendly and communicative, and we plan on staying the course as far as the usage of that property for tours during those limited hours indicated.
Thank you. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition to this item? Okay, hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move to recommend approval based on special provisions and conditions based on staff findings.
Second. Motion by Mr. Embry, second by Mr. Campbell. Please pull the commission.
Allen,
Yay.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Lozano,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes. For item Z 25-37, what is city staff's recommendation?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, agenda item 3, page Z 2537 is a request for special permit for a contractor shop in a C3 general commercial district. Property is 1.04 acres located within the Carver Neighborhood Association, Council District 1. 9 notices were mailed. Sorry, that should say 0 notices were returned. Property is zone C3 adjacent on the other side to an M2 zoning district. Planning Services recommends approval of the special permit subject to the special provisions and conditions that are based on the following findings. The 4 findings were previously read into the record on the previous case. Those are required by ordinance section 28-122. And in addition to the standard conditions, special provision 10, enclosed outside storage shall be screened and not more than 12 feet in height. Number 11, materials stored outdoors shall be screened along both street frontages. Screening should consist of a solid wood fence or masonry wall at least 6 feet in height, with the finished side facing out from the lot on which such fence or wall is located. And number 12, a 4-foot sidewalk shall be installed along the side of the corner lot adjacent to Highway 84, Waco Drive, prior to the issuance of a certificate of occupancy. Staff is recommending also within the special provisions that the permit is valid for 1 year from the date of the issuance of the certificate of occupancy to provide some time to repair the existing structure, but not to exceed 2 years.
Thank you. Is the applicant or their representative here to speak on behalf of this item?
I am Cole Woodall with the Candler Company. We're based out of Atlanta. Brian Wester, who's on the application, is our tenant for a real estate group, and they've been driving in from Dallas for years now, and they're a big commercial landscaping company, and this location seemed to work for them as a little satellite space. But I'm here to answer any questions if y'all need, but that's all I got.
Thank you. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition to the item? Okay, hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
I move we recommend approval based on staff findings, special provisions and conditions.
I'll second that.
Okay, we got a motion by Mr. Smith, a second by Mr. Lozano. Please pull it.
Allen,
Yay.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Lozano,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes. For item Z 25-34, what is city staff's recommendation?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, agenda item 4 is a request to rezone from R2 2-family and attached single-family residence district to R3 multiple family residence district for approximately 0.364 acres, described as Lot G, Block 25, Bagby Addition, and lots B9, B10, 10A, 11B, 11AN, Block 17, Bagby Addition, all known as 1229 Daughtry Avenue. Property size is 0.364 acres, located within the Baylor Neighborhood Association, Council District 2. 32 notices were mailed and we received 0 in return. Planning Services recommends approval of the request to change the zoning from R2 to R3C based on the following findings. Number 1, comprehensive plan alignment, being that the zoning aligns with the land use component of the comprehensive plan. Number 2, compliance with dimensional requirements. Property meets all area and width requirements of the R3C zoning district. Number 3, supported by existing infrastructure. The existing public infrastructure is adequate to accommodate the uses permitted in the R3C zoning district. Number 4, consistency with surrounding zoning and development pattern. The surrounding area includes both R2 and R3 zoning, demonstrating a mixed density residential character compatible with the proposed rezoning. And number 5, it is in support for strategic housing goals, which aligns with the Waco Strategic Housing Plan by increasing the availability of lots that support higher density housing near major activity center, addressing the need for additional housing opportunities.
Thank you. Is the applicant or the representative here to speak on behalf of the side? Is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition to this item? Okay, hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
I made a motion for approval based on findings.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Ellis, second by Mr. Smith. Please poll the question.
Allen,
Yay.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Givens,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Lozano,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes. For item Z 25 35, what is city staff's recommendation?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, agenda item number 5 is a request to change the land use designation from medium density residential office flex to office industrial flex and to rezone from R1B single family residence district and C3 general commercial district to C2 community commercial district on property described as Lot 1, Block 1, Barkmont Pet Hotel Edition and Lot 1, Block 1, Nicholas Gutierrez Edition, also known as 2400 and 2416 Robinson Drive. The property size is 1.675 acres located in Council District 2. Staff mailed 22 notices and had 0 comments returned. Planning Services recommends approval of this request to change the land use plan from medium density residential office flex to office industrial flex based on the following findings. Number 1, adequacy of public infrastructure. The public infrastructure is adequate to provide for zoning districts allowed in the proposed office industrial flex land use designation. And number 2, it is consistent with nearby land use designations that surround the land uses and other area properties that are already designated as office industrial flex. Planning Services also recommends approval of the request to change the zoning from R1B and C3 to C2 based on the following findings. Number 1, comprehensive plan alignment. Proposed zoning aligns with the land use component of the comprehensive plan as recommended to be revised. Number 2, is supported by existing infrastructure, which is adequate to accommodate the uses permitted in the C2 district, including access provided by a collector street, which is Primrose Drive. Number 3, compliance with dimensional requirements. The property meets all area and width requirements for the C2 zoning district. And 4, compatibility with surrounding zoning development patterns. The proposed C2 zoning is compatible with surrounding office and commercial uses located along a major thoroughfare in space US 77.
Thank you. Is the applicant or their representative here to speak on that? So,
Good evening, my name is Mary Villarreal with the Appeal Group from Houston, Texas. I'm here to just answer any questions for 5 minutes. I'll do my best to just want to thank staff for being so helpful on this. Thanks.
are you allowed to share what the intended in use of the property is?
Oh, yes, sir. It's proposed to be a C-store. There's no plan to our detention will be on the property. We'll go through all the permitting that's required to comply with all the requirements and then it's
Is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition to this item? Okay, hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
That we recommend approval of the land use change and zone change based on staff findings.
I second.
A motion by Mr. Smith, second by Ms. Gibbons. Please pull this question.
Allen,
Yay.
Campbell,
Yes.
Ellis,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Givens,
Yes.
Ingram,
Yes.
Lozano,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Paul,
Yes. For item 6 on the agenda, which is abandonment 25-4, it was continued from last month and we are going to continue the continuation until next month.
Speak on that.
Yeah, yes.
Want to open it up for the public?
Do we need to open a public hearing for this continuation? To allow a speaker?
Yeah, we can open the public hearing.
We'll open a public hearing on item ABD 25-4.
My name is David Mercer. My address is 1927 Columbus Avenue here in Waco. Curious as to the reasoning for another continuance.
if I may, during our work session, it was noted that there is a error on the survey and the information that we received, so it was noticed incorrectly based on that.
So what's the error?
The total acreage,
So I think, so we're looking at this survey, right?
correct,
And then we're looking at the notice that was given for 0.1099. I think what the surveyor is illustrating on here is the 0.049. That's the half of the alleyway that will go, because the surveyor is also working on replatting what's shown as lot 6 and lot 7 and taking in their half of the alleyway. Because I just, by back of the napkin math, the entire alleyway itself is 0.1099 approximately, but the half that would be going towards my client is the 0.049 acres. So I think it was noticed correctly. And I'd like to see if, I understand the point of clarification, but we're also looking for some clarifications as a condition on the survey to move forward before council action. So could we make that clarification moving it forward so we're not held up for another month?
yes, the condition, I'll just move forward with that, let me get to that item. Our utilities department requested that a new survey be provided that shows the location of the existing utility lines within the abandonment area. My recommendation would be to coordinate directly with Mike Norman
Sure.
on that.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with that. I'm
Sure.
saying if we could clarify that the acreage is correct, which I think it was noticed correctly, can we just make that a condition before council action? Because otherwise we just wasted another month.
My concern, Mr. Chair, is we have an adjacent property owner that had concerns at the last meeting. That we were under the impression that this was going to be continued, again, based on the error in the title of the survey and the noticing. So we wanted to make sure that that is correct. So we'd like that opportunity to speak with the surveyor and clarify that. And we still want to get her into our office to find out where her concerns are on it.
So from listening to her concern, she verbally expressed she didn't have any opposition to the abandonment. Her memory of where the alley lay was different than what the city maps and survey represented.
Mr. Mercer, you need to discuss through the chair, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I hear your point. Are we saying that is there even an option to not continue it since we've informed?
I wouldn't be comfortable making a decision on it. I still like some clarification. The survey that we have has the title saying the wrong acreage on it, even if the intent was to be correct. The survey still is listing that it's the abandonment of 0.049 acre tract of land in the title.
If I may weigh one thing, we also could remove the condition to need to clarify before it's filed with the council, if that clarification can be done before the next planning commission.
I'm more than open to that. I just wanted to keep the ball moving down the field so we don't waste another 30 days.
So while we're not concerned with any noticing issues then?
Oh, no, we are. I'm still concerned with the notice. I'm just suggesting that condition could be satisfied in the next month as well. Rather than having to have that done before council, that can also be added to the revised survey that will get done.
Well, then my question for that, if that's the route that we go, this still wouldn't go before city council on September 16th, correct? It would
Correct.
be for the next.
Yes,
Okay.
based on their changing their deadlines as well.
Okay,
Yeah, happening there.
thank you.
Right now, I tentatively have this item on the October first meeting in October for council. And we could do that. I mean, I could submit the council stuff in enough time prior without having the vote of the commission, just to keep it still on that same meeting. So have the plan commission meeting September, and then just that following week, it'll be at council. Let me look at the calendar. I don't know.
That's, y'all are willing to do that, appreciate it.
Where the weeks fall, sorry. A minute. Or yes, we actually have an extra week in September, which is good. So our planning commission meeting is on September 23rd. And then we have an extra week in there, an extra Tuesday, and then the council would be on October 7th. So that'll keep them still on the same schedule. We can do that.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
That's decent. Okay, so we will close the public hearing and continue the continuance. For item, number 7, we have removed that from tonight's agenda. So moving to item 8 in subdivisions, final plat of Chapel Ridge Phase 7, what is city staff, sir?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, agenda item 8 is the final plat of Chapel Ridge Edition Phase 12, which consists of 13.654 acres, Council District 3, 1 phase, 56 residential lots, zoned R1B. Located near Chapel and Ritchie intersection. The corrections to the plat that were necessary have been made. We are just awaiting for an updated preliminary plat showing the phasing layout correctly just for our files. It will not go back to planning commission for that. So with that, we are recommending approval with that as a condition as noted in the review letter.
Here's the applicant or their representative here to speak on that side of it. So.
John Parker, as simple as just single family planning. It's pretty simple. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Thank you. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition to this item? Hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
We approve the condition. Second.
A motion by Mr. Smith, second by Mr. Lozano. Please poll the commission.
Tom?
Yeah.
Tim?
Yeah.
Ellis?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Givens?
Yes.
Ingrid?
Yes.
Lozano?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes. Final plat, lot 1 through 3, block 1, Lakeside Airport Edition, for the city staff.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, agenda item 9 is the final plat of lots 1 through 3, block 1, Lakeside Airport Edition, 46.22 acres, Council District 5, 1 phase consisting of 3 lots, split zoning of R3B and M2. Planning Services recommends approval with conditions of the final plat of lots 1 through 3, block 1, Lakeside Airport Edition, subject to the conditions and comments outlined in the August 19, 2025 review letter, which were minor corrections to the plat document.
Thank you. Is the applicant or their representative here to speak on behalf of this item? Anyone here to speak in opposition to this item? Hearing none, we'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I move that we recommend approval with conditions based on staff findings.
A motion by Mr. Embry, second by Mr. Ingram. Please poll the commission.
Ellis?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Givens?
Yes.
Ingrid?
Yes.
Lozano?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes. Our last item on the agenda is election of officers for vice chair. I have a motion.
I nominate Mr. Embry as vice chair. Second.
Okay, we'll have a motion by Mr. Smith, a second by Mr. Allen. Please poll the commission.
Tom?
Yay.
Campbell?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Henry?
Yes.
Givens?
Yes.
Ingrid?
Yes.
Lozano?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes. And we will adjourn at 7:28. Thank you all. Yeah, Mr. Chair.